A convite da Fox Filme, eu pude realizar um grande sonho. Entrevistar duas das minhas atrizes preferidas, a Jessica Chastain e a Sophie Turner. Antes da entrevista começar, a Jessica elogiou o meu terno e deixou eu todo envergonhado, mas muito feliz. I bought it for this interview.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
But you knew what you were doing.
We are honored.
I'm so nervous. I believe I've never been in the same room with so many talents, and I'm a huge fan. And yesterday I watched 15 minutes of the movie and I was blown away.
Really?
It's dark and it's dramatic. It's like Logan. So this is gonna be the most different movie of the franchise.
Yeah, I think of the mainline X-Men movies, this is the most unique, tonally. It is like you said, it's dark, it's dramatic, it's intense, it's more intimate than we've ever done in these films, and I say that as someone that's worked on, I don't even know, 6 or 7 of them now. It is a drama at its core, and it's really about a young woman who's losing control and becomes dangerous to herself and to others, and what that does to the family that loves her and the friends that love her, and how it splits them up. When you add to that the fantastical element that losing control means she could destroy the entire planet, it becomes, you know, an X-Men movie, but without all that stuff. And this is the way we talked as collaborators, me and the actors and the actresses. We didn't really talk about the fantastical stuff. We really talked about the drama.
Yeah.
And I have the greatest actors in the world playing it.
From what I see from the movie, it's like an ex-women movie. So how is to be a part of a generation of superhero movie ruled by girls?
I like it.
I do too.
Right? You know, there's incredible female characters in this film, but there's also incredible male characters.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, you know, interpersonal stories. There's a lot of complex character relationships and familial relationships, and the idea of what is a lie. Like, are you lying to someone if you're withholding the truth in order to use them for your advantage? I mean, there's a lot of really deep, interesting dynamics in these characters. I like playing a female character that is a complex, well-rounded character, just like male characters happen to be. I think we were in a dark place in our cinema in the past, but now this should be the new norm, and this is normal, actually, having female characters that are interesting, because women are interesting. And so I'm happy to be in a film like this.
And you're gonna be a badass, right?
I'm already a badass.
Jessica's never not a badass.
Do you have a lot of action scenes with another X-Men? Yeah.
Yeah, I kick them all to the curb, except one, and I won't say who. But one might. Well, maybe it's a draw. Who knows? But I'm not giving away any spoilers.
Oh, please.
No,
please.
but it was good fun. Having my way with the X-Men.
I'm looking forward to it. Sophie, you're playing Jean Grey, and you're a good girl gone bad. How challenging was that?
How challenging was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah,
It felt like a very natural thing. It was
Easy
challenging. It was interesting because it's not necessarily she's gone bad. It's more of she's completely out of control and grasping onto like strings of who she was before and hoping that she can still get back to that. But there's like this bubbling dark energy inside her that's just wanting to come out. So it's like a permanent struggle for her. I'm not sure if she ever fully embraces the bad. I mean, at some points you see it really come out, but Jean as a person, she never wants to be that. So it's interesting.
I want to see that. So tell me, if you weren't playing Jean Grey, which other superhero would you like to play?
I think probably Eric Magneto.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because he's a really, I mean, I think I got this answer a few years ago and I was like, actually that's a really good answer, but he's like such a complex character. He's like not good nor bad. He wants the same things as Professor Xavier does, but he wants it in a completely different way with violence, and so it's really interesting. His character. There's so many different dynamics he has with different characters as well. I think it would be fun to play him.
What about you, Jessica? You're a mysterious character, but which other superhero would you like to play?
Which other superhero would I like to play? Maybe Hillary Clinton.
Wow, I
love
That's a good answer.
That's a great one.
Simon, do you see this like a new
Also
chapter
Hillary Clinton.
in the franchise, or you see like the end of it?
I see it as a new chapter. I see it as taking the franchise in a different direction tonally. And that doesn't mean that the next one will have the same tone. It just means that the next one can have a different tone. I think for many years, the X-Men, Brian really transformed the superhero genre in 2000 or 2001 when the first one came out. That's almost 20 years ago. Yeah,
So long ago.
it is a long time ago. And and at that time, superhero movies were not wildly popular. Actually, there'd been a few failures in the mid '90s, and there hadn't been a lot of superhero movies, if any, around that time. And X-Men, sort of was revolutionary in its moment. But that was 20 years ago, and I think I really felt like it was time to change the look, the feel, the tone, the vibe of these movies. And that doesn't mean that this is the one going forward. It just means that if it's me or whomever directs the next one, you can make it different, and you have to make it different.
Yeah.
The fans are waiting for the movie for a year now. What you can say to chill them down because they're nervous? So what would you say to them? Like, the movie has been postponed.
Yeah, I mean, the movies get pushed all the time. I remember JJ pushed Star Trek a year, then he pushed Star Wars a year, and those movies turned out great, and our movies turned out great as well. We really wanted to wait until the visual effects. The biggest challenge of this movie in terms of time is visual effects. There's a lot of visual effects in this movie. They're really intricate, more intricate than we've ever had in these films, partly because it goes into outer space, and that's hard to render. And the movie will be done in actually just a couple of months, but you look at the calendar and you start to see competitively where the best place for it to be released would be, the best time, and the studio felt like it warranted a big summer release because it became, despite its intimacy, a very big scale film. So we started looking at summer, and that was the perfect date for it in the summer.
Also, I'm a big believer in delayed gratification. Some things are worth the wait.
Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
So much.
Thank you.
Don't do this.
The right to fear me.
I've seen evil. And I'm looking at it now.